After the Empress died on the battlefield, her soul tried its best to cross the River of Souls, and 60 years later, she became a humble palace maid who was bullied by everyone. Just as she was being forced to the edge of a water vat and was about to be beaten to death, she suddenly fought back fiercely. Her fists and kicks moved like the wind, and in just a few moments she knocked a group of palace maids to the ground. She then grabbed the head maid and hung her up, coldly demanding to know what year it was and where she was. The maid trembled with fear and stammered, saying that it was the 50th year of Qinglong in the Great Yuan dynasty. Hearing this, the woman was shocked. She suddenly remembered that when her son was young, he once swore that if he ever ascended the throne, he would use Qinglong as the era name. At that moment, she realized that the empire now belonged to her son. But before she could feel relieved, she heard that the current emperor was already very old and gravely ill. Instantly, her heart was filled with grief, as if pierced by a knife. At that moment, the crown prince happened to pass by. When she looked at him, she saw that his face looked exactly like her former husband's. Overwhelmed with emotion, tears streamed from her eyes. But she quickly came back to her senses. 60 years had passed like water, and her husband had long since turned to dust. Suppressing her sorrow, she begged the crown prince to take her to see the emperor. However, the crown prince became furious when he heard this and scolded her, saying that she was just a lowly palace maid, yet dared to call the emperor by name. Before he could finish speaking, a eunuch hurried over and urgently called him away, saying that the emperor's condition had suddenly worsened and that he must go visit him immediately. The woman was extremely anxious and burning with worry, so she had no choice but to